a lot of people in a fair bit, I've noticed. So I'm not sure if it's this radio's got the drift or something, but all good. Like I said, you're getting out good. If you're just using a mobile antenna on a squid pole, it's working real well. So you can't complain with that at all. I've got the X200 up 10 metres high, and look, that seems to get out pretty damn well. It's hitting a lot of repeaters, so I can't complain about it. But I've got to get a D-Star hotspot, and that's the only thing to get onto D-Star and DMR. I'm going to hopefully talk to this guy tonight and place an order, and he sets up your DMR radio and hotspot for you and sends it out. So he will do that, hopefully, and then I should be DMR hopefully by the end of this week. It's only Monday today, isn't it?
Yeah, vk3lcm, vk3ftOM. Yeah, it is only Monday, If you don't mind, I'll record this and throw this up on my YouTube channel so you can see how you sound here on Two Motors SSB.
Yeah, mate, go for it, absolutely. Feel free to do that for your YouTube channel. Like I said, this is a whole new thing that I've unlocked here, sideband on 2 and 70, so not too bad at all. I didn't realise how active it was. I thought it was quite dead, because most of the new radios you buy these days are just FM. I knew this one had sideband, but I didn't really think I'd be using it a fair bit, and after yesterday, or last night I should say, coming across one of the nets, that's why I was like, oh, geez, there is a bit of activity, and speaking to the guys there, so a fair bit of activity on sideband on 2 and 70, so definitely I'm going to be cruising up and down this segment of the band, checking out what's going on. I heard a bit of activity yesterday, so it's good to see. I think they need to sort of make a bit more sideband radios, even in the mobile ones, because like I said, everything I looked at was all FM, so it's good to see that people are still using sideband, so I'll be on here more. VK3FTOM, VK3LCM.
Yeah, VK3LCM, VK3FTOM returning. Yeah, well, there's quite a few mobile radios. The FT857D, that has VHF sideband. What else does? The new IC705, quite a few people do. I'm not sure if you've seen them, but you can go online and you can get those transverters, which do Two Motors sideband, and quite a lot of people run their radios like the 7300 and the 7610, and even older HF rigs just with transverters up on the VHF, UHF bands. Anyway, just something to consider, but yeah, it's all good fun. And yeah, as I said, mate, you're a booming signal in here, absolutely booming signal. Yeah, all's well here, and yeah, just thought I'd try it, considering we were talking about it before on FM on REC, but yeah, not to worry, it's certainly good fun, and good to see some signals here on SSB on Two Motors. We can try 432 sideband if you want, 70 centimetre sideband in a minute as well. VK3LCM, VK3FTOM.
VK3FTOM, VK3LCM. Yeah, I'm just running 50% of power, which I think, this thing's a 100 watt radio on 2 metres, so what's that, probably about 50 watts I'm running to you there. And yeah, no, good to see. It's just the only thing. Where I live is a hole. I've got just to the north of me, it starts going uphill to those mountains there, between here and Rowville, and then to the south it goes up. I think to the north it increases 150 metre. 150 metres is what the elevation increases to, like above what I am, sorry. And over here to the south, and more so to the east, it increases up to, I think, about 120 metres or something. So going out towards you, towards Willers Hill is pretty good. I got line of sight there, but everything else around me, north, east, and south, it's all just uphill. And it's literally across the road is where it starts.
Yeah, I know, mate. Half a watt surprisingly works well. Half a watt, 500 milliwatts. The antenna's supposedly got a couple of dB of gain, but I'm still quite surprised that with half a watt you can hear me at all. VK3LCM, VK3FTOM.
vk3lcm, vk3lcm. It'll be that line of sight for sure. It'll be just the fact that from here to Willis Hill it's straight line, antenna's up 10 metres high, and that's probably why. If I drop that any lower, I reckon, because it's literally above the roof of the units next door. We're on a big block of land, and for the last few years, or a couple of years I should say, there weren't any issues. We're on acre blocks of land where I am. Now, the guy next door lost the house, that was it. A couple of years ago he sold up, and someone bought the block of land, bulldozed the house, and built 13 units last year. The noise floor on HF has skyrocketed. There's times where someone will switch something on, it completely wipes out, 80, 40 metres and sometimes 20 metres. It's absolutely horrendous how bad it is, all the noise coming from next door. 13 units, that's why. And it was all good, but they're all double story. So this, I'm lucky I put the VHF, UHF up at 10 metres so it completely clears the houses. But
I reckon
if it was any lower,
I reckon there'd definitely be issues for sure with these houses in the way. So, look, your half watt's working well. Like I said, no signal, but your audio, your readability, 5. So it's working well.
Yeah, vk3lcm, vk3ftom on half a watt. I might just put it up a little bit to make it just a little bit easier. But yeah, pretty amazing. Just goes to show you don't need much. I just put on the clarifier just to because you're 20 hertz off to me. Those 9700s that you've got, I'm not sure if yours is GPS locked, but I know quite a few people who have them, and they've had to GPS lock them because they're just that drifty.
Yes, I was looking at it last night. They're a bit shocking. When I was in the that Sunday soup kitchen net, I actually asked it, and the people would say, no, yours is pretty good. But when I was talking to my mate who got one he got one a week before I did, and he's off a good